Donkey today for Monday, May 24th goes to me, Leonard McKelvey. Contrary to popular belief, this is not the first time I've given myself Donkey of the Day because Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I mean, I may be kind of biased towards certain people, but I don't have any bias when it comes to myself. If I'm wrong, if something I do or say doesn't sit right with my spirit, I have to apologize and do better moving forward, and that's what I'm about to do right now. I want to apologize to Kwame Brown and Kwame Brown's family. I want to apologize to his father, Bill Brown, and the family of his father. See, last week on this radio, in my attempt to defend a Charleston, South Carolina-born brother like myself, I revealed too much information about that man's family. And even though all that stuff is public record, some things just don't need to be said on the radio, and they definitely don't need to be said by me. When I look back, on the way I communicated that, I communicated it all wrong. And I unintentionally triggered trauma in a lot of folks I grew up with who I genuinely love. I'm sure I caused a lot of pain for not only Kwame Brown, but for his family, especially his family in my hometown of Moncks Corner, South Carolina. You know how I know? Because I spoke to a few of them. I've been on the phone this weekend with mothers of children and their children. Salute to Shaliba and her daughter, Brianda. I was on the phone with sisters like Wallet. Salute to Wallet. Oh, she cursed me out good. And, I was apologizing for triggering them, causing them pain, because I was casually discussing their family's trauma, man. And that's something that I have to stop doing. That's something that we all have to stop doing. I was talking to my Sacred Purpose coach, Yadi Alba, this weekend. She's like a spiritual therapist. I have her and my clinical therapist, and that's what we were talking about, how we casually discuss each other's traumas. I didn't even think about when I spoke on, Kwame and his family, how many people were impacted by those things I was speaking on. I mean, that's generational. Okay, I caused pain and unintentionally poked at people's wounds, okay, wounds that will probably never heal. And I can't take back those words, but I can apologize. I think oftentimes we, meaning black people, we fight each other with our demons, whether true or false, whatever is the worst thing we know about a person or think we know about a person, we default to that. And that was not my intention. I was not in any way, shape, or form trying to paint Kwame in a negative light, okay? That black man is not my op. He wasn't my op when I said it. In my mind, I'm defending that man, but I should have been defending him as Leonard, Charlamagne Tha God, McKelvey, the professional, and not Leonard, Larry, whatever you want to call me, from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, talking like I'm home in the town on why I believe they need to leave Kwame Brown alone. That was whack, because the conversation didn't even have to go there. The conversation should have been about basketball. Yes, leave Kwame Brown alone because he achieved a goal and a dream that 1.3% of NCAA seniors will achieve, and 0.03% of high school seniors. You know how small a number that is? And, that's just simply being drafted in the NBA. If you play 13 seasons and make $65 million, you're a success, okay? If you work 13 years anywhere and make that kind of money, you're a success. So salute to that man. The only expectations we have to live up to is our own. That's why I always say success is subjective, okay? My views of success may be different than yours. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But we didn't even get into that conversation because my mind automatically went to something that it didn't even have to go to. In doing that, I unintentionally caused trauma. And since I unintentionally caused trauma, I have to be intentional about causing healing. I'm not about to sit around and have beef with another black man for nothing. Trust me, as y'all know, I have a lot of real enemies who are gunning for me every day. Kwame Brown is not going to be one of them, okay? I totally understand why Kwame Brown was upset at me. I went low. That wasn't my intention. But in hindsight, it was low. And Kwame took it to the floor with me. And y'all be online so excited, ready to see black people go back and forth and tear each other down. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth if I feel like I wronged somebody. I'm going to apologize. That's what I think a good man does. A good man apologizes for the mistakes, that he made. But a great man corrects them. Hopefully, I get the opportunity to do that one day. But for now, I just apologize. And I'm not beefing with a black man who's born where I was born and has family where I'm from. There's nothing on this planet that I love more than God, my family, and Moncks Corner, South Carolina, the whole low country, the 843. Drop on the clues bomb for the 843, okay? So when I say I sincerely apologize to Kwame Brown and his family and the family of Bill Brown and Moncks Corner, I mean that. Only thing I'm responsible for is my energy in recognizing my own insanity. And Eckhart Tolle once said to recognize one's own insanity is, of course, the arising of sanity, the beginning of healing and transcendence. I truly believe if trauma can be passed down through generations, then so can healing. Me, Leonard McKelvey, I have never claimed to be perfect. In fact, I'm far from it. I'm not going to always get it right. The same things people listen to me for is the same things they hate me for because I talk too much. I overshare. I overshare about myself. I overshare about others, and that has historically gotten me in trouble. But we are all works in progress. And one of the most healing things you can do is recognize where in your life you are your own poison. And last week I was poisoned to Kwame Brown, Bill Brown, and their families. For that, I sincerely apologize. Please let Remy Ma give me, Leonard McKelvey, Charlamagne Tha God, the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Had to come tap in real quick. Charlamagne Tha God goes on the Breakfast Club, gives himself Donkey of the Day, and apologizes to Kwame Brown live on the radio station. Now, if you don't know how all this started, All the Smoke podcast, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, they had Gilbert Arenas as a guest. I think it was episode 84, and they brought up Kwame Brown, cracked a couple little jokes and everything like that. But I later learned from supporters telling me that they had spoke on him on there before, and then I guess Kwame Brown was like, you know what, fuck this shit. He also mentioned out his own mouth that they did not want to let him come on the show before when he actually was declined. So that was probably a little issue too, but he responded, went live on Instagram, went on his YouTube channel, Kwame Brown Bus Life, and he been on the tear ever since, giving everybody work. Charlamagne jumped in because of the viral moments and everything and went on Breakfast Club and spoke on his father, which we later found out that, you know, his father and his brother and his family, which is public information, is public news, but we later found out from Kwame Brown himself that he did not have a relationship with his father like that anyways, or his brother. He said his sister was upset and everything because it seemed like Charlamagne was actually going into the point where y'all better leave Kwame Brown alone. Like he got this shit in his, you know, in his family where these niggas, you know, what he was saying that Kwame Brown's brother and father killed somebody before. And he kind of was insinuating that, hey, y'all should leave Kwame Brown alone. Kwame Brown's like, nigga, you didn't need to go public. I agree with his public information on a radio station like that. I didn't agree with that from Charlamagne, and he did apologize. So that made, you gotta apologize when you wrong. I agree with Kwame Brown. You know, hey, bro, you ain't gotta go public with my public information and put it out there, even though it's public. The whole world wasn't magnified on it. So this is good for Charlamagne to apologize and everything like that. He came out, took responsibility, and that's the way grown men move, bro. I know in the world today, niggas, I just seen the video where one nigga was dead ass wrong, and I don't even want to get into the topic, but he was like, I'm not going to apologize. And I was just like, damn, that's the world we live in today. You can't say when you're wrong. I apologize on here when I'm wrong. And I think you should, especially as a media person. Like, you can't tear down somebody's character, be wrong, and not apologize. And I want to make this very clear too, man. Hey, dog, I don't know Kwame Brown in real life. I don't know Charlamagne in real life. I don't know none of these people in real life. Probably like 98.9% of you don't. I understand y'all got to tap in. Y'all feel the way about shit. But, bro, stop trying to make this shit like I have a personal goddamn plan to protect this person or protect that person, or telling me, oh, man, you caping for this nigga. Bro, I don't know nobody, bro. I can only speak on the facts, give you my cool little opinion on it, and move on. All y'all niggas that try to make celebrity lives like y'all really like in the mix with this shit, y'all niggas is fucking crazy to me, man. But, hey, shout out to Kwame Brown. That dog, he turned up. Everybody looking for the Real Bus Life podcast right now, man. That's what the world want to see. That's what they want to see. Kwame Brown, give us the podcast, man. Like, you know, you popping your shit. I mean, you got the podcast really on your YouTube channel, just not a podcast format. He's still having issues with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. If he come with something tomorrow, I'll do a video on that tomorrow too, because I had some people sending me the new shit was going on with him and Steven Jackson, where Steven Jackson had kind of like put out there where they was going, you know, they could get past it and they could work on it. That Kwame Brown said, hey, we could get past it, but I don't want to get past it with Matt Barnes. But now Kwame Brown put out a DM from Steven Jackson where he's really talking some shit. So it's like they back to a square one. That nigga, I don't know, man. Subscribe to the channel, but shout out to Charlamagne for apologizing. That was needed. You gotta be a man in the mid when you're wrong, man. Subscribe to the channel. 1,000. Stay on your pick.